And so I feel like sometimes as business owners, we are so intentional about business. And if we would just use, the same principles for our marriage, just a stupid example, but just 2 weeks ago again, I sat down with my wife and I realized we need a better weekly plan. As a family, I make weekly plans for business all the time. You're making sure that everything is taken care of, that over a month, over a quarter. And so I told her we need a quarterly plan, a monthly plan, and a weekly plan.
How does that go down with your wife if you do that?
She
likes that?
Out of pain, So we have 2 young kids, for those who don't know. And when 2 young kids enter the picture, every great system that you set up
has a diaper on top of it.
Has a diaper and stinks. And so you need to realize you need a new way of finding time to talk. So because one of the things she mentioned is like, yes, we don't find the time to talk about the things that matter. We are in managing mode, and we don't want to live like that. We can survive like that, but we don't want to live a life of survival. So it needs to be more intentional. Now, a few years back when kids were not there, and it was just work and us, we found enough time for all kinds of things. Because
sex, for example.
Because there were no kids. But being intentional and saying, okay, how does the work week look like? The family week look like? When do we have, date nights or lunch dates? Now we can't have date nights in the sense because they're kids, so we have to have a date lunch. And just making that shift and making it a priority so that people in our businesses know that I'm not available at certain times is just very, very helpful. But sometimes we forget that we need to be as intentional about our marriage as about the business.